Choke, no joke, cheeky choke, no joke. Choke, no joke, cheeky choke, no joke. You know what it is. Yo, moderators, I'm gonna need y'all to be on point, right? Today. I really don't want to block nobody, but y'all know it'd be a lot of ignorance going on. So I'm gonna give this warning in the beginning, and this warning, and then in the comments, if you start talking crazy, you're gonna get a warning from the moderators. After the warning, you're gonna get blocked. And I'm not doing the timeout, so you come back and talk more trash. We just blocking you, right? The reason being is that I'm gonna play an interview. Shout out to Sean Davey, right? You've been doing a good job. Um, I'm gonna play this interview from Sean Davey with Jaguar's son, and with the show I did yesterday. If you caught it, hopefully you did, or you still watching it, because I had people hit me, a lot of people hit me and say that the show was really good yesterday. But and I broke a lot of I cleared a lot of things up that they was thinking or whatever, right? So in this interview, um, Jaguar's son, he's 20, but he's autistic, right? So I don't want the stupid, goofy trolls cracking jokes on her son, because of his speech or anything like that. Or so I'm giving this warning in the beginning. If you don't want to get blocked, you know, keep the dumbass jokes to yourself, please. You know what I'm saying? Please. That's all I'm asking. You know, I don't mind if you comment on what he's saying, but don't be disrespectful when I'm telling you from the jump that the son is autistic. So some people may come in and be like, yo, who is this? They sound like that. Da, 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 da. We're not having that over here. All right. Please be respectful. Not that I don't know that most of y'all are respectful, but now and then, again, we got some people that don't rock with us on the normal, and we can have that. So I'm just saying this in the beginning. I don't want to block nobody. I don't want the mods to block nobody. So when I play the interview with her son and Sean, like I said, all I'm saying is just don't be disrespectful to what you're hearing. That's all I am asking. All right. So outside of that, welcome to the show. Good evening. Got to put up my copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair uses of use permitted by the Copyright Statute Act may otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Choke, no joke. You already know we live tonight. And once again, I called it. I'll keep the copyright disclaimer up there because I'll be using some videos and interviews and images and stuff under fair use, right? So, but like I told y'all, I called it, right? I told y'all, right? I told y'all I saw a demon, right? Now, If you saw the show from yesterday, thank God, because I don't have to go through the whole thing of explaining the doors of the industry and the spiritual war that we in, and uh the quote unquote terms, people selling their souls, this, that, and other. I ain't gotta explain that part of it anymore, right? Because I said more than I probably shouldn't have said yesterday, but y'all got it. So it's whatever. Absorb the knowledge or ignore it. You know, take what you can from it, whatever. Throw the rest away. I don't care what you do. But that was on my heart, so I put it out there right at the time. Today, I'm gonna tie that all in to show y'all that I wasn't bugging, and the only reason I could say that what I could confirm what I say I saw is because of what you're going to hear, and I didn't make these people uh say what you about to hear, but what I can do is show you what I was telling you. Here's how this ties into this, and this is how this to this, and that's why she's on a stretcher going into an ambulance opposed to being handcuffed in the back seat of a car. Okay, so I'm gonna get into this, and thank God. Like I said, if you didn't see it yesterday, you might gonna have to go back and watch, because I really cannot explain all that again in a matter of seconds. Sorry, I really can't. So we're gonna get into the show tonight. Choke no joke. You already know. Let's go.
This go out to all the PJs around the world. Either war.
Nah, way back.
Sound
Back.
Niggas and garbage. Yeah. Let's go. Choke no joke. To all the projects in the world. You ever been to a project barbecue? Yes, I have. Play the half. Extra hours for more cash. To go half on that cognac. Get to the block cause it get packed. Little babies, adults or crack. We feed them too, we don't pump like that. Plus it's like us, giving back. And they sales is the reason why we got so many packs of chicken. The hood not missing. Muslims said don't put pork on chicken. They got on Al about that, they thought he didn't listen. He wasn't been touched from them government missions. But they forget that when they bite that chicken, this is when the players get knocked, cause it's hot out. The sexy show out, glowing with the back glass on the mouth. She see you with the next chick, then she them out. Hustlers them out, just for nothing. Bustin' for attention, just dumbin'. Cause we know y'all ain't bustin' nothing. You ever been to a project barbecue? Kids, sprinklers, deep thinkers, playing chess, our heads on your left, blowing gas. My Puerto Ricans playing handball, Miguel and Heck on the court. Niggas wanna be like Mike. Life's a box of chocolates, you're riding a pipe, playing the bench. Kids on the fence, watch your popo, chase Prince. Don't dismiss your brethren for dumb shit. Keep it gangster, don't shit where you live. 12-1 right up in your crib. You never been nowhere, where else could you live? What's that? That's gangsta boo coming through, throwing it up, fuck hooking his muffler up, scraping the concrete with wheelies so sweet. He got escorts by the chief of police from 233rd, Laconia to Gun Hill Road. Got knocked in intel like Joe. Choke, little joke, you know what it is. Let's go, let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to these fakes and these frauds. They don't own cars with Lamborghini doors. When high show cut, it's back to the store. I was born in the Jackson, this shit was hell. The place where I saw soldiers fall. Some simply for nothing at all. Some cause they lived on the other side of the wall. Now this might sound crazy, love what the hood made me. Poverty made me far from lazy. This ain't the place you wanna raise your babies. Young girls out here thinking they lazy. Nose powdered white, their brain all hazy. Ask them what they wanna be, they look at you crazy. These young cats out here looking all angry. I was just like them, sometimes the music made me act other than myself, no influence lately. Cause behind the scenes they not living greatly. And I found out that most of these cats never so jack or the penitentiary. Let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype yo cut is back in the store. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype yo cut is back in the store. They not selling drugs, they really not thugs. If they was, where are the slugs? Do you see them when you cop your drugs? Pulling up with S to B in the front? Nah, it's not what they got, it's what they want. In the jungle, we all on the hunt. It's chemical. It's chemical beats. You know what it is. Oh yeah. My man had to come through and make sure it went through. Y'all niggas is in trouble. Choke no joke. I ain't no joke, the mixtape. We here now. You already know. Let's go. Choke chillin', got away from them billin'. Ain't shit really changed though, I'm still that villain. I'm making money with rhyme, fuck black on black crime. Beef and money don't mix, like Muslims and swine. I'm talking milk, penicillin, y'all be illin'. Y'all be thinking y'all killers, with y'all screw face grillin'. Kick that bullshit to me, y'all be wet though like Bruce Lee. And Brandon, and a hearse, on the highway to heaven. Man, you making mad threats and stuck in one section. I'm OBP like Naughty, making connections. Talking under your breath, get you something you don't need. 2 fully loaded Macs, filled up with heat. Nigga, you sweeter than 30 days for a body. Pop shit to these niggas, see me walk by me. But I ain't looking for no beef, I don't eat bologna. But I bring a whole cow if you run up on me. Shiesty, try me and hype me to peel your wig back like 10 cent icy. Bring it, stop bluffing, I got your threats, they mean nothing. I respond like Bond, I come through, I'm bombing. Playing bodegas, flipping Montega. You tan in the Jacks, I tan in Jamaica. Faker, wouldn't bust if he raped ya. Your chick out blazed her, hit it like Jada. While you blew up a pager, had to breathe like Vader. Your star at war, with the lightsaber. I'm here to lyrically tear your red, nigga, you a spear. I jack you up, now you outta here. Throw me on the 600. Now fucking nigga humming, blowing down 8th Ave with a bad bitch blunted. I take it there. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it with no joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Have y'all niggas feeling it like Jay-Z. No joke, who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Bronze King like the LORD FINESSE. And that bullshit y'all do, y'all niggas don't stress me. Oh yeah, and you already know, Eden war what it is. Choke, no joke, I ain't no joke. The mixtape, we here now.
I don't know why y'all come in here and complain. This is my thing. I do my thing. You can go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do here. This is my thing. You're not going to ever stop me from playing my shit. This is my shit. Don't forget it. So you can just keep hating and keep hating and keep hating and keep hating. You know what I'm saying? Man, just hate on.
Yeah, legal hustle, mega. You know what it is. It's choke, no joke. About kill me heat. Left my boo in my dudes when I saw the heat. Was gone in 30 seconds, more like 23. Took flight like Mike, number 23. Before the indictment came, I split like Jada, didn't get wet like Kane. Got out the game. I went from the tunnel, now movie making. So it ain't no confusion why you dudes be hating.
Block my first person for the day. Feel like Matumbo. Leticia. Thank you, my love, for the super sticker. Appreciate ya. What up, what up? Joke, no joke, you already know. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on a holiday. All right? Shout out all my people down in Mexico. Shout out to my Mexico. Shout out to the Mexicans out there, all right? Representing y'all tonight. Raw and Flowers in the building. You already know. So, I think if they had a job to be Nostradamus or something like that, I will go apply. I might have to start me a psychic hotline or something, man, because I recognize the gift more and more. So, like I said earlier, if you tuned in, if you just tuning in, you know, if you're a moderator and you just came in, I'm going to play an interview from Jaguar Wright's son, and he's autistic. So the first person that is sitting there clowning jokes about how her son talk or anything, I would say put them on timeout, but just block them. You know what I'm saying? If they coming in, and as I'm going through, I will maybe pause for a minute and give this same disclaimer. Have some respect. Like I'm telling you in advance. And I know it's going to be about 100 DICK heads that got to try to clown her son, even though I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? It's just some ignorant people out there that want attention. So let's just eliminate them forever on this channel. Just block them, because I recently unblocked almost everybody because so many people, some of my moderators was getting trigger happy, and I was getting a lot of people who hitting me up telling me that they was blocked. And And I would go look, and it'd be for some petty reasons and stuff like that. So, I went and like opened up my channel to all the blocks, which it was thousands of people blocked. You know what I'm saying? So I just let everybody back in. So the ignorant ones may come back for some attention. You know what I'm saying? So feel free during just this part of the interview when he's talking. All the other stuff I don't care about. Don't talk about my music, all that shit. They eat a nut. I'm not tripping. But I don't want no one to be disrespecting somebody that has any type of disability. You know what I'm saying? It's just not everything is not a joke. You get what I'm saying? So um last night, as you know, Jaguar Wright was arrested. Um there are reports out here that or people saying, I'm not gonna say reports, because it's very interesting to me that mainstream media hasn't picked this up, which is kind of scary. If you think the way I think, the more public it is, the more safer she is. The more it's under the radar, the more chances that the evil can continue. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe I'll say that the more attention, the better treatment she may get wherever she's at. Right. So we know the police was called on her. Just because people are saying that she is in the hospital doesn't mean that she's not arrested and handcuffed to a hospital bed. She's probably arrested, and being that it was more of a, people will say, outside of the assault, mental situation, because you see that she didn't go with the authorities peacefully. She fighting. I mean, you're not fighting, but she's, so I don't know if she was resistant, but she was definitely verbally confrontational and using vulgar language towards the police and the medics. So, which in their eyes, thank God she ain't homeless in New York, because that brings you straight to the mental institution with that new law that the mayor up there passed, where uh, if they deem you to be mentally ill, the police can arrest you and put you into a mental facility, some type of mental mental illness ward in some type of hospital, wherever, where they're gonna drug your goddamn ass, right? So, being that you're hearing that people are saying that she's uh in the hospital and they just evaluating her for X amount of hours or days, doesn't mean that she's still not going to have a case in court for whatever they're going to charge her with. But right now, she's probably under evaluation first, and then after that, they'll probably give her a court date to appear, and then we'll see what they charge her with, if anything. But remember, someone did call the police on her. Now, the husband said he didn't. It was the guys at the shop or whatever. Regardless of the fact, good thing somebody did call the police, because had the police not showed up, who's to tell how that would have ended? She was already throwing ashes on people. Like what was next? Spit in the face? Like, the best thing to do was to call the authorities. And y'all with this, oh, I ain't going to snitch. I ain't going to call the police on my wife. And bro, before you have to put your hands on somebody, call the police. You're not selling drugs with your wife. Like, you're not robbing a bank with your wife. If you having a domestic abuse, domestic violence situation, and your wife is the aggressor, as many women are, but like her husband, I ain't gonna call the wife, or I mean, call the law on my wife. Like, for me, you playing with your life when you think that you are a snitch or a chump because you calling the police on a woman. Because when she call on and you calling on them, on her, ain't shit gonna happen anyway. In the most part. But her calling on you, you could get a bid out of that. So don't never let it escalate to the point where you gotta defend yourself when you could have just made the phone call. And then when you defend yourself, you risking bruising her, hurting her, and having evidence to cooperate any goddamn story she come up with. Because 99.555544332 1%, they gonna believe her ass in the court. Unless you got some real good goddamn evidence. So yesterday, I gave y'all this whole scenario for entertainment purposes about when you get into the entertainment industry and you gain influence. They were like to use your influence to influence others to do wrong, lead them into a ditch, have them do things that is detriment to their health, inspire people to take experimental things and see a mass amount of people be affected. Whether it's clothing, whether it's food, whether it's cars, whether it's watches, whether it's jewelry. You see how every artist got to wear a chain? They don't even know why. You know what I'm saying? Because they just follow what everybody's been seeing over the years, the rapper kid. They go get some earrings, they go get the chain, they go get the watch, they go get the bracelet. Now these dudes, I see dudes wear more jewelry than women out here. They got rings on goddamn every finger. Niggas got bracelets. You got Fab wearing the ankle bracelet. Like, bro, like, all right, y'all got money. Like, how many chains are you gonna wear? How many bracelets you gonna wear? How many rings you gonna wear? Some of these dudes got on more than one watch all at one time, bro. Y'all out here OGing, over golden, like Keenan would say. So the doors of the industry, right? The spiritual, boom, 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 boom. Like I told y'all, in my opinion, I felt that Jaguar was privy to a lot of information of the people that she's been exposing, because, as I said, in that building, you got what I was calling like fraternities and sororities, you know, secret societies, clubs, whatever it is, right? But I use the example of fraternities and sororities for male and female, right? So, and I said in those fraternities, using those as an example, you have the homosexuality door and spiritual door, right? Um, and the spiritual door ain't representing Christ or anything good. It is represent evil, more Lucifer, Satan, devil, whatever how y'all view it, right? Whatever that energy is or name you want to call it, that's what that is, right? So I felt, in my opinion, that she got in, Jaguar got in that club, right? This is like the same way I use her. She, to me, the polar opposite of Jaguar is Kanye. They both was part of, she was in a sorority, he was in a fraternity. They in a sorority or in a fraternity, allegedly, right? Kanye, I hope I saved it. I did. Hold on. I know where to find it though. Hold on. Yeah, real quick. Let me see. And I can't find it right now, but I need to find this because it defines. I like to give y'all a visual. Okay, I got it now. Let me see. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna have to find it later because damn, I really want to find this so y'all can see this. Damn, I can't find it, man. But I'll show y'all one as soon as I find it. I gotta go through this. I'll look for it when we go through this interview, right? So either way, this is what I'm saying. Kanye and Jaguar, like I said, they she is like she's in a sorority and he's in a fraternity, and they went in the building and they went through, let's say, the spiritual door. Hypothetically speaking, this is allegedly just for entertainment purposes sake, right? So they both go through these doors, right? But what they have in common is they allegedly pledged to Lucifer, right? Let's just say that, right? Um, Now it's like once again, I always use Snoop's song "Murder Was the Case" is probably the best example for me explaining anyone that's in hip hop for the best example. Murder was the case. Snoop's song is the best description of someone selling their soul for fame and riches. Now, whether that was real, fake, or whatever, it is the best description of what it is when, like, in Snoop's case in that song, when he became popular, he sold his soul to the devil so he can gain the riches. But once he tried to cross back, the Lucifer sent his ass to jail, right? So in that song, he he sells the soul and and he gains he gets shot up, right? He sells soul to the devil, right? And he's like, let's pull up the lyrics real quick. It'll be better if I do that. So right here, right? Right here. As I look up in the sky, my mind starts tripping, the tears drops my eye, my body temperature falls. I'm shaking and they breaking, try to save the dog, pumping on my chest, and I'm screaming. I stop breathing. Damn, I see demons. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? I can't die. My boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up. A voice spoke to me and slowly started saying, bring your lifestyle to me. I'll make it better. How long will I live? Eternal life and forever. And will I be the G that I was? I'll make your life better than you can imagine and even dream of. So relax your soul. Let me take control. Close your eyes, my son. My eyes are closed. Murder, right? So right there, he's telling you that he sold his soul to the devil so he could come back to life. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't die at that point, right? And he said also that it was too late for him to go to God for all that he already did. So now here come the devil and he tells him this, right? He said, I'm fresh up out the coma. I got my mama and my daddy and my homies in my corner. It's going to take a miracle, they say, for me to walk again and talk again. But anyway, I get fronted some keys, get back on my feet, and everything that nigga said came to reality. You talking about Lucifer, living like a bowler, loc, having money and blowing hella crown and smoke. I bought my mama a Benz, I bought my boo boo a Jag, and now I'm rolling in a 9 Trize Eldor rag. Just remember who changed your mind, because when your ass starts said tripping, that ass is mine. That's the devil. That's Lucifer talking to Snoop. Just remember who changed your mind. Because when you start set tripping, that ass is mine. Indeed. Agreed. Proceed to smoke weed. Never have I want, never have I need. They say I'm greedy, but I still want more. Cause my eyes want to journey some more, really though. Right? So now he done got all this stuff. He got all the riches, but the devil, he telling him, yo, I gave you all this. Don't forget. You start set tripping, that's just slang. If you start set tripping is equivalent to picking between Christ and Lucifer. Those are sets. And excuse me, in Snoop's language, he's a gangbanger, so he's gonna say set tripping, but nigga, you choosing good or evil. If you start picking, set tripping is picking sides. Basically, set tripping is picking sides. So he said, because when your ass starts set tripping, that ass is mine because you already sold it, right? So now here's the equivalent of what I'm saying, hypothetically, allegedly, and when you go in these doors in the industry and you go through the spirituality door, which is going to bring you, once you go through the spirituality door, nigga, you're going to go through another door that's going to be the homosexual door anyway. So if you go through the homosexual door, your minds went through that door, because if you wasn't a homosexual and you went through the homosexual door just because you wanted to gain riches or get the executive position at the job, this, that, and other, you already mentally, psychologically sold your soul because you went against something that you wouldn't normally do. You did it to advance. The spiritual door is going to take you way beyond the levels that the homosexuality door is, because the spiritual door, you don't give a. You're going worship Lucifer and act in the homosexuality, right? And I'm gonna tie this all in, right? So going back to the song, right now, in my opinion, hypothetically speaking, using my analogy, Kanye West and Jaguar Wright is set tripping. They running back to the church. They running back to Jesus, right? Now, when you do that, you're entering realms, dimensions. You playing with spirits and things like that. So when you're doing that, you're conjuring spirits. Like, don't think that our soul is what is like your spirit, right? When this is going, you know what I'm saying? The soul is what's keeping your body going. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the brain and everything, right? But this is why people could go into a coma and come back after months. You know what I'm saying? Because the soul that lingered. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfucker come right back in his body. You know what I'm saying? So they set tripping, right? So, like I said, I'm gonna tie it all in and with this interview, and you'll understand where I'm coming from, right? Now we done seen Kanye go from Jesus walk to a devil in a red dress, right? Jaguar went from being on the stage praising Jay-Z all these years to now she want to take him down, right? Because that's the spiritual side. Where she was in their energy, it was cool to do unplug and be around this, that, and other. And for years, you never heard. She dragged a lot of people, but she never went at Jay. Now she's set tripping. She crossed. She don't want to bang Blood no more. She want to be Crip. You know what I'm saying? Blood will be Lucifer, not in real life. I'm just saying for the red, for hell, right? In this analogy, and Crip will be the heavens, the blue skies, right? They set tripping, and we only in this analogy. I'm using this because of Snoop, right? So now they want to go back over to the blue side and say, you know, F everybody on the red side after the red side is the one that made them famous, made them popular, gave them the riches on earth, which what they agreed to allegedly, in my analogy, by going through that door, right? Now, I told you before, the thing is, when you go against, when you start set tripping, according to, us staying on this song, then we're going to take everything away from you. Physically and spiritually, you're going to go through something because you're crossing realms. You're not going to go and sit there and pray to Lucifer and he give you everything you want and then turn around and say, yo, nah, man, I'm going back over here to God, man. Thank you, though. I had a great career. I shouldn't have never did that. I was wrong by joining Lucifer, but now I'm getting older and I'm gonna die. I'm scared I'm going to go to hell. I want to repent. I want to serve the Lord, so to speak, right? That's why you see most people go through something mental when they playing with spirits. Whether you drink in the spirits, alcohol, whatever, and people turn different or whatever, or you sitting there worshiping something or playing with a fucking Ouija board or things like this, and then when you see that is real and something happens, then you're scared. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say I'm gonna get into this to this interview, right? But before I get into Jaguar's son, I want to get into this dude Solar first, right? Now, hold on, I'm jumping the gun. Let's go back to murder was the case, right? So, like I said, they was set tripping, right? Now here goes Snoop, where he says, just remember who changed your mind, because when your ass starts set tripping, that ass is mine. Indeed, agreed to proceed to smoke weed, never have a want, never have a need. He's rich. They say I'm greedy, but I still want more because my eyes want to journey some more. Really, though, check it out. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. You can't pray to the Lord your soul to keep when you made a deal with this man Lucifer to give you, to have your soul for the riches on earth, to be better than niggas that you really ain't better than. Right, Jay? Allegedly. To make you better than people that you ain't better than. To give you trophies that you didn't really deserve. To give you accolades that you really didn't deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get you women you really don't deserve. Because of the success they see that you didn't really earn on your own. It's the steroids from your man Lukey. So when he say, now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. You just cross sides. And then for that reason, it's no more Endo, gin, and juice. I'm on my way to Chino, rolling on the Gray Goose. The Gray Goose is a bus going up north. Shackled from head to toe. 25 to life. 25 with an Izzel, with nowhere to gazzo, nowhere to go. I know. And them niggas from the other side recognize my face. Because it's the OG DOWG Mad dogging niggas because I don't care. Red jumpsuit with 2 braids in my hair. Niggas stare as I enter the center. They send me to 11 3-yard. That's where I stay. Late night, I hear toothbrushes scraping on the floor. Niggas getting their shanks just in case the wall pops off. Cause you can't tell what's next. My little homie baby boo took a pencil in his neck, and he probably won't make it to C22. I put that on my mama. I'ma ride for your baby boo. Right? So basically, in a nutshell, all he's saying is he sold his soul to the devil. If you ever seen the video, you'll see the image that they used as Lucifer, and when he came to him, and he and then boom, he tried to go back to God, and the devil took everything away from him. Simple as that, right? So look at Kanye. Did the same thing happen to Kanye? Or did he just only thing Kanye got right now? He still got his life, but look how they took everything from him. You cannot do what he's doing, and like I feel he's playing. I feel like he's playing both sides. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's allegedly manipulating the Christians into supporting them, while the Luciferians or the Satan knows that he's still with them and still pushing that whole agenda allegedly, and he playing both sides. He'll come around and say, you know, my people, and then he gonna marry a white woman. He'll come around and say, yo, hip hop, my people, and then he'll go do White Lives Matter. He'll come and say Jesus is king, and then come out with Marilyn Manson. Like he's double dipping on the consumer, and people don't even see it. And it ain't really my aim to point it out, but if you can see, as far as I can see, it's obvious that he's playing the shit out of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to mess up his money or anything, but it is what it is. A lot of y'all are really fooled by this dude. You know what I'm saying? He's still allegedly in that Luciferian club, but he's playing on the minds of the people of the church, the Christian, with this the Sunday service, this, that, and the other, because he knows exactly. Y'all done seen this boy run around with Jay-Z. You got to know that if you remember what I said yesterday, the pyramid scheme, you got to keep recruiting to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a song that they got to you, right? It was a rapper from the projects that was heartless. Top of the rap game was his target. Got lessons from this dude and which he started out. Told him what the Illumin ones be about. He thought it'd be best not to go that route. But the rapper told him he would possess riches and clout. For whatever the reason, the two fell out. And the rapper from the projects is standing out, illuminating like a house at Christmas time. Catch a few cases, but do no time. Strictly private jets, no more standing in line at the airport is Clearport and showing signs of growth. Destined to be the GOAT, not L, the one with the horns, the one who takes souls, The more you feed, the more you grow. Your family member, be the first to go. You don't shine, you illuminate the whole show, but you got to keep recruiting or you next to go. You cut off who need be because you can't be amongst the elite. You cut your team's dreams by living supreme, by living Dame's dream, fucking living Big's dream, fucking an R&B bitch. You made it rich, stuck and killed shit like Poe. You show enough with the glow. Just to see you go, we go to your funeral. That right there, I say, you got to keep recruiting or you next to go. You cut off who need be because they can't be amongst the elite. This is where you see niggas like Beans and everybody else, Dame and everybody get cut off because if they ain't gonna do what they gonna do, you got to go. And you only people that's gonna be around you is those that is recruited into this, and these people that recruit build you up. This is why when you look at the Rock Nation brunch, it's 100 niggas standing over one man or under one man. If you understand where I'm coming from, everybody's at the brunch. All these superstars is really under one man. They all holding him up like this as the king, as the god of these people that all got recruited into this club. It ain't a motherfucker there that ain't down with this shit, allegedly. Why else would you be there? Why you can't get in? So you figure out who's there and what door they took. But one of those doors got two fucking doors when you go into it. It's a Jack and Jill room. It's like a Jack and Jill bathroom. One of those doors got a Jack and Jill bathroom. You're going to go right into the homosexual door once you get in that door. So